Hey guys, today what we're going to be doing is breaking apart this little UT model Ford Escort Cosworth 1/18 scale. So if you're doing a little project on one of these cars, if you follow this, it'll help you break it down without breaking any parts. What you will need, or possibly need if you really don't want to break anything, star head Phillips head screwdriver, a small flathead screwdriver just to push through some parts, a rotary tool, and I would advise having somewhere to pop all your parts if you're taking off, just to keep everything together. Starting with the base, it's just 3 screws, again Phillips head screws. Another thing I would highly recommend is keeping a labeling system for your screws, so you know where they're going. So one thing that I like to do is having a masking tape, nice and simple and easy. You can use snap bags if you prefer, but I think this is just easier. So just get yourself like so. And then leave yourself enough room to write on what those screws are for. Like so. Okay, so another important thing as well, because we don't want to be scratching the roof of our car while we've got it upside down, is just take something soft. So in this case, microfiber towel, just to set like so, so that we can lay the car down without damaging anything. Okay, now here it's 4 screws. There's one actually underneath the exhaust pipe here, one here, here, and here. Now for the one under the exhaust, it's rather simple because you can't get to it here like this. So just with the screwdriver, just gently pop underneath. There's just some little pop clips, and it'll come through like that. And then it's just push straight up and out. Nice and simple. And now we have access to get to the 4th screw. There we go. And there's all our screws. So again, with our masking, so whenever you take the base plate off, you'll see here that the wheels are still attached. Okay, now all you have to do is hold each side tight and twist away from you, and one of the wheels will come off. So you're twisting these in an anti-clockwise direction, and just like so. Now for the front wheels, they're actually connected differently, as you can see here, just in this this little axle bar. So it's 2 screws. That just lifts out like so. The reason I'm not writing on that what it is because I actually won't use that axle again. I will be building my own axle for building this car, but again, for yourself, just to keep a track of where everything is, I would advise to do that. Front wheels then simply lift up like so, and if you do want to go ahead and disconnect these, it's very easy to do so. Just take a pair of pliers, hold on to here gently and pull straight out, and what will happen is they'll just pop straight off and you'll get that all out in one piece. But again, for me, I don't need to do that. Holding in the seats is just this one little screw here. Just like that. And then you can gently like so. Okay, now the dashboard will actually come apart from the floor. Okay, you can just see here basically what they do. They put the pins through and then they melt them in place at the factory. So again, we could just use our Dremel rotary tool just to snip off there if you want the dashboard removed. As for the doors, there are two screws here and here. These have a few washers in them, so be careful not to misplace any of those parts. So just take care to note the way that these washers go. So it's this, pardon me, the big rounded one at the bottom, followed by the little one in between. And again, we're just going to go into our masking tape. And same again for the other side. And then the doors will just open up, pop up, doors removed. Now in terms of getting the door cards off, you just need to be careful if you're lucky enough to have a model that still has its original wing mirrors in. But all you need to do with your screwdriver, or if you have a pick or something like that, basically what you're doing is just going into that gap there, popping out and working your way around. For now though, I'm just going to pop those over there. Screw just here, which is for the bonnet. Straight up. Still with the screw attached, what we're going to do is just mask straight over the top of that. Keeping the screw in place. And now we'll be able to pull out our bonnet, just like so. Okay, next part then is to take away all of these plastics here. Okay, so first things first is we're just going to pop this, which is actually the bonnet out. Now, a couple of ways to do this. Okay, if you just want to push across with your flathead screwdriver like that, just to break the seal of the melted plastic. So same on both. There you go, just like so. And then what you'll be able to do is you need to do this simultaneously. Okay, so pushing down here, so pushing down on the black bit here at the back. Okay, see it here, push down on there softly, and push from the front here with your screwdriver. Okay, apologies, there's another two here. So just break the seal again, so like that. Okay, push down that'll give us out our wipers. And then with the engine, you just push the little black bit here. Well, engine out. In terms of the lights, what you'll see is there's some melted glue here and here on each side. So again, with the flathead screwdriver, we're just going to break that glue, as so. I really went all out in this piece. Okay. So just be careful with this now, because your lights are still attached and you don't want to force out the chrome lights. The chrome lights and the actual, this black light back bar are separate, okay? So you can see here the lights are actually still attached to the vehicle. This is just the support bar behind it. And you don't want to, you know, try and rip everything out in one. Sorry. Just like so, okay? So what we're going to do, we are going to push gently through in each corner of the light, just nipping it in. And then the light bar itself has two little pins which go into here. Okay, and that's them free, just like that. Pushing from the front onto the light, just to free it at the back. So just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm just gently pushing from the front. Let's make sure. Okay. Gently does it. There we go. So that's your light covers out, you can see. Now, this car, what it has down here, the indicator stalks, okay? On the back, again, we've got our melted in plastic. So with our flathead screwdriver, again, we're just going to push over those. Okay, now being gentle this time, because it still has the leg, and we want to retain that, so that whenever we put it back in, we're able to glue it back from this side and push through. Indicator removed. And then you just do the same thing again for the other side. Okay, and then it's the same deal for the back lights, so you can see they're exactly the same. Oh, go. It's important to always do this from here, because then you won't damage the actual light itself. I've seen people, you know, doing this and getting these out. That's absolutely wrong. What you need to do is go from inside. So all you're doing is, I've done enough of these to know exactly where it is, but just down in here is where the light fitting is. So just break that seal, and just like that, the light will pop right out, no damage. Now, in terms of the glass itself, this is where you need a rotary tool if you don't want to do any damage. Basically, here are these little metal pins that they're sort of rivets that come up and go over to hold the glass down in place. So that for the back there's four. There's 1, 2, 3 and 4 here, and on the front there's 2. Now this model here, someone has actually broken it at some point and has replaced it with some glue, so that's just going to pop right out. Luckily the back is still perfectly intact. So obviously what I'm going to do, guys, just because I don't want to deafen you when I'm using the rotary tool is, I'll just mute the audio on this next little part. The spoiler, so you see here again, just the melted in parts. So again, we're just going to go in, break those seals, and then whenever we put the car back together, we're just going to glue back over the back of those. There you go, there's your spoiler released. You see, now we've got that RS look. Okay guys, so I'm just going to mute the audio for a second in the video. Oh, sorry about that. So now, in terms of getting the windows out, the easiest way to do it is gently push through here on both sides, and I say gently because these are quite delicate. Just like that, we've got our window out. And there's our rear wiper as well. Now I did have to use a little pick for this, just for full disclosure there, just so you know. But there you have it guys, that's it. That's one broken down 1/18 scale Ford Escort Cosworth. In another video, this car here, I'm actually going to modify, let's say. I don't want to give too much away, but subscribe, like if you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to give me let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to help. But yeah, just take your time whenever you're doing these guys, and make sure you get it right, because that's the easiest thing to do, is get it wrong and then it's too late. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.